students, good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to start the chapter quadrilateral from class 9 mathematics book that was written by the author R.S. Agrawal. So let's start the chapter. Quadrilateral, class 9 math. The name of the author is R.S. Agrawal. R.S. Agrawal, and it is the full explanation of the chapter. Full explanation of the chapter. So let's start the chapter now. Before going to start the chapter, first we have to know the meaning of the term quadrilateral. The meaning of the term quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. This word is made of two different words. The first word is quadri, and the second word is lateral. So quadrilateral, this word is made of these two words. One is quadri and the other is lateral. The word quadri means four. The word quadri means four. And the word lateral means sides. So simply when one say quadrilateral, we mean that it is a figure. It is a plane figure. It is a plane figure. It is a plane figure that is bounded. That is bounded by four sides or line segments. So quadrilateral indicates to a plane figure. Quadrilateral indicates to a plane figure. It is a plane figure. Why is it called a plane figure? Because this figure can lie on a plane. It is a plane. The surface of the board is a plane, and the quadrilateral lies on this plane, on the surface of the board. Therefore, it is called a plane figure. And this figure is bounded by four line segments. AB is a line segment, or you can call it a side. Similarly, BC is a line segment. It is also a side. CD is a line segment or a side, and AD is a line segment or a side. It means this figure is bounded by four sides. This one. Therefore, it is called a quadrilateral. As it is bounded by four line segment or four sides. So this is the meaning of this is the meaning of the term quadrilateral. But according to mathematicians, it is not the actual definition of quadrilateral. It is not the actual definition of quadrilateral. The students of lower classes can tell it, but students of higher classes, it is not suitable for the students of higher classes. It is not suitable. This definition is not suitable. So according to mathematicians, what is the actual definition? What is the actual definition? What is the actual definition of quadrilateral? Actual definition of quadrilateral. What is the actual definition of quadrilateral according to mathematicians? So now we are going to learn it. Note down. Note down it. Note down it. So what is the actual definition? The actual definition given by the mathematicians is that let A, B, C and D are 4 points on a plane such that no 3 of them are not collinear. And the line segment AB, BC, CD and DA don't intersect each other at any point except their endpoints. Then the closed figure formed by AB line segment, BC line segment, CD line segments, DA line segments is called a quadrilateral. So it is the actual definition of quadrilateral given by the mathematicians. So let's understand it. Let's understand the definition. Here it has been written that A, B, C, D are 4 points on a plane. It is a plane. Suppose the 4 points A, B, C, D lie on this plane. It is A, it is B, it is C, it is D. And the condition is that such that means the condition is that no 3 of them are not collinear. What do you mean by this word collinear? Collinear means lie on the same line. Collinear means lie on the same line. So here it has been written that no three of them are not collinear. It means no three of these 4 points, no three of these 4 points do not lie on the same line. Do not lie on the same line. Do not lie on the same line. Suppose you check these 3 points A, D, C. Suppose you check these 3 points. The total number of points is 4, but you check these 3 points. And you see that these 3 points do not lie on the same line. These 3 points do not lie on the same line. Therefore, they are called collinear. Sorry, they are called non-collinear. It is not collinear. इधर not collinear लिखा है. Not collinear is same as non-collinear. Not collinear is same as non-collinear. So you see that these 3 points are non-collinear. Why? Because they do not lie on the same line. Similarly, if you check these 3 points, then you see that these 3 points are also not collinear. Similarly, if you check these 3 points, they are not collinear. And similarly, if you check these 3 points, they are not collinear. So, ABCD are 4 points on a plane such that no 3 of these 4 points are not collinear. And the second condition is that, it is the first condition, not collinear. And the second condition is that AB line segment, BC line segment, CD line segment, DA line segment do not intersect each other at any point except their end point. Yes, if you mark these two line segments, then you see that they intersect at their end point. Except this end point, these two line segments do not intersect at any other point. They only intersect at their end point. Similarly, if you check the line segment DC and BC, then you see that these two line segments or these two sides only intersect at the end point, that is C. Similarly, if you check these two line segments, AB line segment and BC line segment, then you see that these two sides only intersect at their end point. Similarly, these two line segments also intersect at their end point. Then, here we see that the 4 line segments, this one, do not intersect at any other point except their end point. So it is the second condition. Then the closed figure formed by these 4 line segments, AB, BC, CD and DA, these 4 line segments. The closed figure formed by these 4 line segments is called a quadrilateral. So it is a quadrilateral. Now we can call it a quadrilateral because it is formed by AB line segment, BC line segment, CD line segment and AD line segment. Therefore it is called a quadrilateral. So it is the actual definition of quadrilateral. So note down it. Or you can take a screenshot. Now we study about the different parts of quadrilateral. Parts of quadrilateral. Parts of a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral have mainly three parts. Mainly three parts. Number one, number two, number three. Number one is vortex or vortices. It is the singular term, it is the plural term. It is the first part of a quadrilateral. The second part is angle, interior, angles, interiors. And the third part is sides. So there are three main parts in a quadrilateral: vortex or vortices, angles, and sides. Then, how many vertices are there in a quadrilateral? Suppose A, B, C, D. Suppose A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral, there are four vertices. This one, this one, this one, this one. A, B, C, D. These 4 points are called the four vertices of this quadrilateral. So there are totally 4 vertices in a quadrilateral. There are totally 4 vertices: A, B, C, and D. Similarly, angles are also 4. This one, this one, this one, this one. Angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. These 4 angles lie in the interior of the quadrilateral. These 4 angles lie in the interior of the quadrilateral. What do you mean by the interior of a quadrilateral? If it is a quadrilateral, then the region or area, this area or region inside the quadrilateral is called the interior. Interior is actually an area or a region inside a quadrilateral. Since angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D are in the interior of the quadrilateral, it means those 4 angles are located in this area. Therefore, these 4 angles are called interior. So, quadrilateral has 4 angles, totally 4 angles, and those 4 angles are called the interior angles of the quadrilateral. Similarly, sides are also 4. AB line segment, it is a side. BC line segment, it is also a side. CD line segment, it is a side, and DA line segment, it is a side. These 4 line segments: AB line segment, it is a side. BC line segment, it is a side. CD line segment, it is a side. AD line segment, it is a side. So in this way, there are 4 sides in all. Sides means line segment. Sides means line segment. So totally 4 sides are in a quadrilateral. So note down it. So we learned that vertices, angles and sides are the three main parts of a quadrilateral. Now, the vertices, already you know that there are totally 4 vertices in a quadrilateral. So these 4 vertices have been divided into 2 groups. Adjacent vertices. So there are totally 4 vertices, and these 4 vertices have been divided into 2 groups. One is adjacent, and the other is opposite. Vertices have been divided into 2 groups, categories: adjacent vertices and opposite vertices. Similarly, angles are also 4, and these 4 angles have been divided into 2 groups: adjacent angle. One is adjacent angle and the other is opposite angle. Similarly, sides are also 4, and these 4 sides have been divided into 2 groups: adjacent side opposite side. Vertices are also 4. Vertices are 4, but these 4 vertices have been divided into 2 groups in pair. It means you will take 2 vertices and form a pair. Such type of pairs, some of the pairs will come under this group, and such type of pairs will come under this group. So we have to know which vertices will go under this group in pairs and which vertices will go under this group in pair. We have to know that. So take a screenshot. Adjacent vertices. What do you mean by adjacent vertices, or what are adjacent vertices? The condition is that if two vertices are said to be adjacent if they are consecutive. Consecutive means nearest. It means two nearest points. Suppose it is ABCD quadrilateral. Suppose you see that A, B, C, D are the four vertices. If you take A, vertex A and vertex B, why? Because they are nearest. Because B is the next to point A. B is the next to point A. If you go in this direction in a circular manner, if you move through this direction in a circular manner, then first suppose A, then B will come. So A and B are the two consecutive vertices, so they are called adjacent. It is a pair, it is an adjacent pair. Similarly, if you take B and next to C, these 2 points, these 2 vertices, it is also an adjacent pair. Similarly, CD and DA. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally there are 4 adjacent pairs. Totally 4 adjacent pair. It is 1 adjacent pair, it is 2nd adjacent pair, it is 3rd adjacent pair, it is 4th adjacent pair. So adjacent vertices means 2 vertices are said to be adjacent if they are consecutive or if they are nearest, or you can say one comes after one is next to the other. One is next to the other. It means if you take first A, then the next point is B. So if you A and B, so if you take A and B together, these 2 points together, then it will form an adjacent pair. So in this way there are 4 pairs of adjacent vertices. In this way there are 4 pairs of adjacent vertices. No down. Now opposite vertices. What are opposite vertices? 2 vertices are said to be opposite, if they lie in a quadrilateral, on a quadrilateral, if they lie on a quadrilateral, diagonally. Suppose it is the quadrilateral ABCD. If you take point A or vertex A and vertex C, then we see that they lie diagonally. Therefore, these two vertices are said to be opposite. So, vertex A, vertex C form an opposite pair of vertices. Similarly, if you take vertex B and vertex D, they also form a pair of opposite vertices. So totally there are 2 pairs of opposite vertices. So you knew that Now adjacent sides. Now adjacent sides. So what are adjacent sides? Two sides are said to be adjacent if they have a common endpoint. Look at here, it is the figure of quadrilateral ABCD. If you examine these two sides, AB and BC, if you examine these two sides, then you see that these two sides have a common endpoint. That is P. Therefore, these two sides are said to be adjacent. So AB, if you take AB and BC, then it is a pair of adjacent sides. Similarly, you can form the other pairs of adjacent sides. What are they? BC and CD. It is the second pair adjacent sides. CD and DA. It is the third pair adjacent sides. And DA and AB. It is the fourth pair adjacent sides. Adjacent side किसको बोलेंगे? टू साइड्स को हम एडजेसेंट बोलेंगे अगर उस दोनों टू साइड का एक ही कॉमन एंडपॉइंट होगा. टू साइड्स आर सेड टू बी एडजेसेंट. टू साइड को हम एडजेसेंट बोलेंगे इफ दे हैव ए कॉमन एंडपॉइंट. So in this way there are four pairs of adjacent sides. Totally four pairs of adjacent sides. Take a screenshot. Now opposite sides. Then what are opposite sides? Two sides are said to be opposite. If they have no common endpoint. Two sides are said to be opposite if they have no common endpoint. Examine it. Suppose it is the figure of a quadrilateral, that is ABCD quadrilateral. If you take side AB and side CD, then you see that they have different endpoints. Side AB have two endpoints, that is A and B. Side CD has also two endpoints, that is T and C. So here we see that these two sides or line segments have no common endpoints. They have different endpoints. Therefore, they are called opposite sides. So, if you take AB and CD, side AB and CD, then it will form an opposite pair of sides. It is one pair opposite sides. Similarly, if you take side AD and BC, it is another pair of opposite sides. Another pair of opposite sides. In this way, there are totally two pairs of opposite sides. Two pairs of opposite sides. Take a screenshot. Now angle, adjacent angle, opposite angle. So, what do you mean by adjacent angle? Two angles are said to be adjacent. Are said to be adjacent if they have a common arm. If they have a common arm. It is the figure of ABCD quadrilateral. Suppose there are four angles: angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. There are four angles in all. If you take angle A with angle B, we see that these two angles have a common arm, that is AB line segment. It is the common arm of both the angles. Therefore, these two angles are said to be adjacent angles. So, if you take angle A with angle B, it will form an adjacent angle pair. Similarly, if you take angle B with angle C, it is the second pair of adjacent angle. Angle C, angle D, it is the third pair, and angle D, angle A, it is the fourth pair of adjacent angle. So, in this way, you can get totally four pairs of adjacent angle. Take a screenshot. Now the last one is opposite angle. It is the last one, opposite angle. Opposite angle pair, adjacent angle pair. इस सब पेयर है. At opposite angle, it is a pair. Opposite angle pairs. Pairs क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि हम दोनों एंगल को लेके एक पेयर बनाते हैं, इसलिए इसको हम एडजेसेंट एंगल पेयर बोलेंगे. सो नाउ ऑपोजिट एंगल पेयर, we will study on opposite angle pair. What are opposite angles? If two angles have no common arm, if two angles have no common arm, then they are called opposite angle. Look at this picture. In this quadrilateral, if you take angle A and angle C, then you see that these two angles have no common arm. Yes, angle A have two arms, AB line segment, AD line segment. AB line segment, AD line segment. These are the two arms of angle A. Similarly, angle C have two arms, BC line segment, CD line segment. Then what will you see here? So if you take angle A, angle C, these two angles are opposite. Why? Because they have no common arm. Similarly, if you take angle B and angle D, you see that angle B has two arms, AB line segment, BC line segment. Angle D have two arms, AD line segment, DC line segment. It means these two angles have no common arm. Therefore, these two angles are said to be opposite. So, angle A, angle C, this pair, angle B and angle D, this pair. These two pairs are called opposite angle pair. Opposite angle pair. Opposite angle pair. So, in this way, you can get totally two pairs of opposite angle. Two pairs of opposite angle. So, students, आज के लिए इतना ही है. So tomorrow we will discuss about the different types of quadrilateral and also about the theorems. We will discuss tomorrow.